on this stuff. It's on a tape. Now, I'm bringing up this subject, and just for review, all religions talk about this area of saints, helpers, angels. We're getting into parasitology here, and which deals with ghosts, UFOs, etc., etc. So hold on to your hat, Brody, back there. And
I didn't bring my hat today.
I got a helmet for you.
And you guys met Brody back there. He's going to be my future son-in-law. Married to Erica. And what we had, I want to validate my wife Leslie for helping out a lot. So let's give her a hand. All right. So bringing up this subject, once you start listening to some of these tapes back in '52 and so forth, you're going to start to realize, like I did, that he's been talking about this stuff all along. Because some of us haven't been listening. You know, he talks about the Markavians and this and that, and, you know, bodies in pond and stuff like that. It's remarkable. It's all in there. But it's time to bring it out again, because a lot of you are done with whatever you were doing in church or outside the church, and there's more to do. I don't see anybody levitating yet. Anybody here can levitate? There was actually somebody came in my office once and he goes, "I can fly." He did. That's what he said. He said, "I can fly." I wasn't brave enough to say, "Go ahead." No, I mean, he looked at me with so much certainty. He says, "I've flown." And I was thinking about you ever heard about a story about this guy? He was not a rabbi, he was a monk in Europe. The flying monk in Europe. You should Google that. Yeah, all these witnesses said this monk could fly. So that's what I was thinking. That what if this guy could fly? You know, I mean, but I wasn't brave enough to say, "Go ahead, fly." No. But can we have that kind of stuff? See? Can we really have that kind of stuff? I had a guy call me up and said, "Ray, do some OT ability." I said, "No, last time I did that," I think I told you guys about it one time. Yeah, I slowed down time, stopped the clock. You know, little, what do you call it? The second thing went like this, you know. And we all felt it. Well, there was a guy there who was a ex-football player, 250 pounds at least, built though, all muscle. He grabbed his refrigerator, started pounding the wall with it and saying, "What'd you do with my clock?" Couldn't have it. Couldn't have it. And people here, sitting here, hopefully, have a little bit more than that. But if I start doing some OT stuff, am I going to get some kind of attention by somebody? That stops the OT phenomenon, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So we need more guys that can do these magical tricks, you know, these magical things, and have the agreement and have it okay. One time at a convention, I challenged everybody. All right, we're all going to go out in the desert, and I'm going to show you some stuff. Show you. You know, maybe we'll follow a UFO guy down, or maybe we'll cause a little whirlwind to spin around. Nobody took me up on it. At that convention, nobody took me up on it.
Really?
I was scared.
Let's go do it right now.
Yeah, let's go.
But it might not be you that's holding you back. Because y'all handled your cases pretty good so far. See, the mind is timeless. Actually, Hubbard calls it the fifth dimension. It's timeless. You have a thought right now, it doesn't go away. It doesn't get old. Say you mock up a giraffe, right? And you put stripes on the giraffe. You can think about it tomorrow and it'll still be there. You can mock it up again, right? It doesn't go old. It doesn't. Where's the mind? See? Where's his mind? Can't touch it. Thought. You could read thought on a meter. We've all done that, right? But, you know, briefly. That's about it. Okay. So, y'all have pretty much control your mind. How many clears are here? Yeah. The clear is not only supposed to be, you know, the clear cog. Who knows the clear cog? Yeah, everybody knows the clear cog. You're mocking it up, right? But somebody came in one day and they go, I'm clear. I know I'm mocking it up. I said, yeah, but can you unmock it? See? A higher state of clear. There's harmonics of clear. It can be theta clear, OT clear. Right? It's not a tech dictionary. I'm not making this stuff up. A guy could have a higher harmonic of clear is someone whose cause over his mind, not mind, energy, space, and time. That's a higher harmonic of clear than just the clear cog. You're mocking it up. Well, unmock it. Don't mock it up anymore. I can't. Well, let's get you that higher harmonic of clear. That makes sense?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Now, that's the mind, and that's the direction of a lot of technology of Scientology and Dianetics. There was a step beyond. I know it's not October, it's not Halloween, but it's a step beyond. And that step beyond is what I was talking about yesterday. And actually, Hubbard calls these things TARGs. I'll spell it. Anybody heard that term? Yeah. See? I'm not making this stuff up. See if I spell this right. How many went back to their hotel rooms and finished listening to that tape I played yesterday? Nobody? How many are going to go home and play it? You should. But if you think you shouldn't, don't do it. If you think that, maybe. I mean, when I first got in, I read History of Man. I started to read that puppy. And I read about 30 pages. And I said, I better not read this anymore. It was just too over my head. Wasn't ready. Put it down, didn't pick it up again until I got to OTA. Tell you the truth. Quick parts of it, you know. All right. I know it's Clark's. When I got out in 1990, and in 92, someone handed me a rundown. And it said up there, L13, TARGs rundown. Remember that one?
Yes.
And I never even heard about this tape until a couple of months ago. No, when was it? Terry here? A couple of months ago. It totally revitalized me to do this convention, to do what I'm doing in the freedom. Totally, by handling the target area. But anyway, somebody gave me this rundown, and I said, oh, interesting. There were a couple, I noticed there was a couple of Class 8s in there, and they were writing and they were doing stuff. And I noticed some names, and I ran it. I mean, it was about this thick. I run anything. Great wins. Great wins. And then lo and behold, here's Hubbard talking about topics. So now I know where they got this stuff, right? Right. All right, there's a validation. Did I say I was going to play a tape?
Yes.
You did?
Yeah, okay, let's hear this tape, because there's another direction here that we're even going that you should see. Let me know if it's loud enough.
The title and the tape, the title and the date of the tape?
The title is The Free Being. I'm only going to do about 10, but maybe 7 minutes of it. It's called The Free Being. That's being, I don't know the date.
Of great magnitude. Run out of OTs. Their basic technology says the problem of conquest.
It's about halfway through, but it's just a little part I'm going to show you.
That's quite interesting because the Galactic Confederation is up against a problem of great magnitude. It's run out of OTs. Their basic technology says that the problem of conquest, the problem of maintaining our position, the problem of maintaining our commitments, the problem of power and the cohesion of the Galactic Confederation does not depend on ships, does not depend on fuel, does not depend on size of armies, does not depend on organization, technical know-how, doesn't depend on any of these things. It's the availability of OTs to command units. And that is the limiting factor of how much and how broad and how big the Galactic Confederation can be. And this is talk. This is pounded into everybody's head. And not once in 80 trillion years has anybody ever said, well, if that is the case, why don't you repair some of your limited OTs and keep them patched up and up to snuff? Why don't you know something about it? Hey, they know this is a pressing problem, but they have no such technology. It doesn't exist. There's no technology like that. OTs get peculiar. They get fitful. They get moody. There one time about 12 trillion years ago, it was some comedian on a stage, vast theater, pulled a gag about create and that sort of thing and made a wisecrack of one kind or another. And OT had to be subdued. He was up in the box, alongside the royal box, and he had to be subdued one way or the other, but not till after he torn down all the curtains and knocked down a 400 or 500 ton chandelier on the assembled meat-bodied multitude. Why? They just keyed him in. What could they do about it? Turn a sleep light on him, tell him to get solid and take him down to the hospital. That was their total ability to put this boy back together again. I consider it fascinating. I know, I was there. I was the guy they did it to.
All right. So,
Question,
yes, why did I show you that?
weren't we gonna have tarps on that?
No, I'll get to that. I'll get
Oh,
back to
I
the
thought
power.
that was the purpose of the tape.
No, the purpose of the tape is to show you one of the reasons Scientology is here, is to rehabilitate the big OTs. Now, the tape was called, what was it called? The Battle of the Universe. Plural, right? As above, so below. There's, do you notice there's a battle going on planet Earth a little bit? Between Republicans and Democrats, between
Those kind of things.
Christians and the Muslims, and a lot of battles going on. The FreeZone and the Church Scientology. See what I mean? Now, in order for a battle, I'm going to show you, I'm going to demonstrate something. Put your hand up here. Now, notice the more I push, the more you push. Battle. battle for your minds, for your souls is going on. I'm an evangelist now.
It's on the.
Yeah, brother. Amen.
Amen. You got whatever you're on the bridge, whatever you're doing on the bridge, you got to complete it and get going on the next higher step, because you're just going to remain human. See? Now what happened was, according to this tape, and I have to agree with this reality. Well, righteous. I'm sorry. These tards, in theta beings, whatever you want to call them, it's their nature. They helped create the universe, this universe. They expanded so much, it expanded into your universe. Now I want to show you something. The problem we have with your PCs, maybe yourselves, I don't want to evaluate. We talked about 3 universes, right? We talked about 3 universes. Man over there. Which universe 1? Yours, right? You had who had a dream last night? Somebody had a dream? You had a dream? Oh, that happened in your universe, by the way. Nobody else was there. I wasn't there. I don't know what you